mother was an accidental cartoonist. Accidental because cartooning found her quite by chance when she was busy making other plans. I'd often watch her at work on her daily political satires, not in a fancy hushed studio space, but at our dependable dining table, the heart of our noisy, busy childhood home. A decade and 1,000 kilometers away, the image of poet Tanya Mendonça writing at the trusty dining table of her rural Goan home is a throwback to another time.
It's solid, it's big, and it's very much the center of the house. And so you have all this life going on around it, and everybody knows where to find you. And it seems like a sort of a wellspring, really. And my studio is really a place, it's to house my books. I also go there occasionally just to be on my own. So, but normally I like writing at the dining table, yes, looking out of that open window.
Tanya ran a language school in Paris for nearly 20 years before moving back to make her home in the tiny, verdant Goan village of Moira. The Dreaming House, her first book of poems published in 2009, is as unself-conscious and lovely as the spaces that have shaped it.
I write in snatches all the time. I mean, all the time, like on my morning walks, on my early morning walks in this very beautiful village called Moira where we live. Sometimes, if you're very lucky, you have a whole poem that comes into your head whole. And so it was early in the morning, about 7 o'clock or before that, and I just knocked on the nearest door and I said, please, can I have a piece of paper and a pencil? And they were very kind. They didn't ask me any questions. They gave it to me. It's entirely unexpected and continuous, really. Yes, there's no, absolutely no ceremony. You can't force, you can't prepare for, well, the muse, as they say very pompously, but you can maybe prepare for her by having her in your life all the time. The lady who lives alone in the big house is as alert
on a hot, still summer day, as I listen to Tanya reading from her poem Staying Home, I wonder about the creative experience and the spaces in which it flourishes.
Be as regular in your habits as a bourgeois, said Flaubert. Then you can be wild and original in your work. But the work is not a thing apart. It is a translation of what the eye sees, what the heart feels, what the mind sparks. It springs directly like water from a source, from the enchantment of routine. Every day, the same landscape shifts. Every day, the same face alters. Every day, the same word rings a new note.
The answer for Tanya appears to be in the easy familiarity and comfort of the home space, a home she shares with her partner artist Antonio E. Costa, 2 dogs and a cat.
If one's day has a routine and a rhythm, I find it settles the mind so that the work comes naturally. And your thoughts can be as wild as they...
Tubar.com